All right, guys, so for your anatomy of a bone coloring assignment, since it is due today, I'm going to go over it with you guys really quickly. Okay, so starting at the top for C, you've got cartilage or articular cartilage. Okay, so articular cartilage is found on the ends of a long bone, okay, and it's smooth, slippery, and bloodless. Okay, so the articular cartilage, you're going to color green. So as you can see, it's at the bottom as well. Okay. And then for A, you've got epiphyses. This is a thin layer of compact bone. Okay. And the bone is cancellous internally, and it's capped with articular cartilage. So this right here is the epiphyses, okay? And then you have J right here, which is the epiphyseal line in purple, okay? The epiphyseal line is a growth plate that's found on ends of long bone, okay? So you've got the epiphyseal line over here in purple, and then over here too should be colored purple. This is also the epiphyseal line, okay? And again, the epiphyseal line is a growth plate that's found on the ends of a long bone, okay? And then for E, you have right here, you have the cancellous spongy bone and marrow, okay? And that is found mainly within the epiphyses, and its textured appearance is where it contains the red marrow, okay? So again, this right here is the cancellous spongy bone and marrow. E is cancellous spongy bone and marrow, and it's found mainly within the epiphyses, textured appearance where it contains red marrow, okay? And then for D, you have the periosteum. So guys, this didn't turn, like, you can't really see it very well. It's supposed to be dark blue, but Cami didn't have a dark blue coloring option, so I used light blue. But this entire part right here, the outermost layer of the bone is called the periosteum. Okay, so again, the periosteum runs all of this is the periosteum, and then going back up, all of this is also the periosteum, all the way back up here, because the periosteum, remember, it's the outermost layer of the bone. So the periosteum is vascular. The life support covers for bone, okay? And it provides nutrient-rich blood for bone cells and is a source of bone developing cells during growth or after a fracture, okay? And then G is the medullary cavity that is indicated in yellow. So again, G is the medullary cavity or yellow marrow. The medullary cavity or yellow bone marrow lightens bone weight and provides space for marrow. Okay? And then for F, you have the compact bone, okay? That is in pink. You have the compact bone in pink, and the compact bone is dense bone found in the diaphyses. Its repeated pattern is arranged in concentric layers of solid bone tissue layer It's the layer underneath the periosteum, okay? And then we have the endosteum, which lines the medullary cavity of bone. So guys, this layer right here is the endosteum. And again, light blue was used to line the endosteum. So guys, the prefix endo means within or the inner part or the inside part, okay? The prefix peri for periosteum means around, okay? So again, peri means around, so you see it, you can think of it like, okay, it's around the bone, and then endo means within, so it's the inner part that lines the medullary cavity of the bone, okay? All right, so we already talked about articular cartilage and epiphyses. So then we have diaphyses, that is indicated by the letter B. Okay, diaphyses is the shaft of a long bone. It's compact bone with a central cavity. Okay, and epiphyses is indicated by A. Remember, that's located at the ends of the long bone. So it's very important to study the structures of the long bone. Okay, so remember epiphyses A is at the ends of the long bone. You're not coloring epiphyses. The epiphyses has a thin layer of compact bone, while internally the bone is cancellous. The epiphyses is capped with articular cartilage. Okay? And then we have the epiphyseal line that's indicated by J and colored purple. Remember, the epiphyseal line or disc is also called the growth plate. It is found on both ends of the long bone. And then the diaphyses shaft is indicated by B. You're also not coloring diaphyses. And then the diaphyses is the shaft of the long bone. It has compact bone with a central cavity. The articular cartilage is indicated by C and you're coloring it green. The articular cartilage is found on the ends of long bones. It is smooth, slippery, and bloodless. Okay, so you're going to color both ends of the articular cartilage that's indicated by C in green. So remember, the prefix peri means around. Okay, so periosteum is indicated by the letter D and is colored dark blue. Remember, the periosteum is a vascular, sensitive, life support covering for bone. It supports nutrient-rich blood for bone cells and is a source of bone developing cells during growth or after a fracture. You're going to color both sides. It is the outermost layer. Okay? So again, peri, around, and then it's the outermost layer. Okay? And then cancellous or spongy bone is indicated by E as well as the marrow. Okay, that's indicated by the letter E as well. And you're coloring that red. The cancellous bone is found mainly within the epiphyses and has a textured appearance where it contains red marrow. You're going to color both ends. The compact bone is indicated by the letter F you're going to color the compact bone pink. The compact bone is a dense bone found in the diaphyses. Its repeated pattern is arranged in concentric layers of solid bone tissue. The compact bone can be seen as the layer just underneath the periosteum. You're going to color both ends, okay? The medullary cavity is indicated by the letter G, and the yellow marrow is also indicated by the letter G. You're going to color both the medullary cavity and the yellow marrow yellow. The medullary cavity of the diaphyses serves to lighten bone weight and provide space for marrow. Yellow marrow is associated with fat. Okay? The endosteum is indicated by the letter H, and you're going to color that light blue. This tissue lines the medullary cavity of bone. So for question 1, where do you find yellow marrow? Be specific. So if you remember, yellow marrow is found in the medullary cavity. Question 2, what type of bone is arranged in concentric layers? So if you remember, compact bone is arranged in concentric layers. And then where do you find red marrow? Question 3, red marrow is found in spongy, cancellous, or epiphyses bone tissue. Question 4, what is the end of the bone called? The articular cartilage is found on the ends of long bones. Question 5, spongy bone is also called cancellous bone. And then question 6, what cushions the ends of bones at their joints? Articular cartilage cushions the ends of bones at their joints. So again, guys, this assignment is due today.